Hello Possums, Dreymasmith here, still at our crazy village. I've been doing a little bit of work. You can see that what was just sort of a rock escarpment has become ruins really. It's a bit of a parapet. There's a little bit of a leftover tower there, and you can't really see it here, but over on this one there's little bits and pieces of the same. I also took out the farm and part of the hill there, so that house is ready to go. And I also popped back home and picked up a couple of bits and pieces. So I think we're ready to start seriously rebuilding. So I was wondering what I'm going to make this village out of, and it has to be stuff that the villagers could get hold of, because I've really been thinking about them and how they got here, which is obvious, the boat, and why they came. And they were fleeing something. I don't know what yet. Peril, persecution, I'm not sure. They spotted these ruins. Their boat was already in trouble because they'd barely survived a storm. So then they sort of ran it aground, and they've been slowly stripping bits out from what's left, and they've made a home at the base of these ruins. So I went for a bit of a walk, and just over the other side of that hill there's some oak trees, some beech trees, so it's okay to use oak and beech. And just over the other side of there's a desert. And the hills, the hills over there, are nowhere near as tall as they look, or more to the point, you can see there's a little valley there, and that goes straight through to the desert. It's just the other side of those trees my cursor's pointing at. So we can use sand and sandstone. And of course we're going to use acacia. And of course we're going to use some stone and some cobble. So that's our palette. It's not as diverse as it sounds. It all sort of blends, and it goes okay with the savanna setting. So I suppose the next thing is to get going. And before we really get underway, there's one last thing I want to do that I meant to do off camera, so I'll just do it, and then we really will get going. There we go. I just wanted the start of the little lighthouse, bell tower, watch house thing to be a bit of a ruin. I might ruin it a bit more. I don't know, but that's what I wanted. Now we really are ready to go. Oh, I've filled in some of this, I think it's river. I've filled in some of this river, but I want to leave some at the front, so I need a bit more dirt, but we'll get that as we clear out the fields and things. So I thought let's start with this one, because if you manage to make it here, this is the building that first greets you. There we go. And we'll do the same here. And I'm not just going to replace the acacia with sandstone. Now, I actually want this building based on an even number, not an odd one. Normally I'd be like, oh no, odd number will be much easier, but not this time. There we go. Now, okay, and right across the front, And now we want to turn each of these into an arch. Oh, it makes that middle one shorter, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Now the middle one's, whoops, now the middle one's taller. Does that matter? If you can't beat them, do something else instead. Alright, that's going to be quite a big building, but I think that's going to be okay. Now, we need, whoops, smooth stone behind this. And oh no, I don't like that. It's not too bad. Okay, now I have to dig away a bit more of this. Well, I said I wanted some dirt, didn't I? Oh, and I thought there was a cave back here. And it turned out there was actually an underground pond with about 2 or 3 spaces where something could spawn. And that was it. So that's all gone. Meant I didn't have to dig out as much as I thought I would. Alright, next is birch. Let's make this place look a bit cozier. Okay, we're going to put a room here, which will put a window in a corner, but we'll live. And we need a wall along here, going into a couple of rooms, I think. Why not? Actually, staircase up, and then a couple of rooms in here. Now, whether I line these back walls with wood or whether I leave them stone, I don't know. But I do know that I'll get rid of the dirt. Oak stairs to go up to the next floor. So, 2, 1 there. Yep. And we'll take these out. Now we need a floor up here so we can build the second part of the house. Now the floor in here is going to be oak. So do we want the ceiling of oak as well? Oh, may as well. Otherwise, if I make it birch, we'll have birch walls and a birch ceiling or a birch floor, and it'll all be a bit too much. Alright, before we get too much ahead of ourselves, I need to finish off the front of this so I can work out what I am doing with the next floor up. So on our sandstone pillars, I've put upside down cobble stairs, and on top of those I'm going to put right way up acacia stairs to form like a little awning roof, a little veranda roof. Okay, let's fill this hole in. And now sandstone slabs for that little veranda piece. Okay, I know it looks weird at the moment. Row of birch right along the front and along the sides. And I think given the height variation, we can have an extra layer at the back. That'll be interesting. And it'll either look good or it'll look terrible. We will find out which. We'll have another entrance here, so let's get rid of this. Oh, there's going to be so many doors, the villagers won't know what to do with themselves. Okay, quite a little room, but it will do. Do you know, I think we might do the same thing. Whoops, we might do the same thing here. Occasionally my mouse gets a little juddery and I don't quite know why. Alright, come through here. I might actually make this a separate house. That solves my whole problem. It's joined on, but it's a little house in its own right. That's better. Okay, this is the back entrance to the other place. There we go, that's the framework in. So we'll go down the front and have a look. Now the idea is this is sort of a municipal building, like not a town hall, but people who are struggling, having a hard time can come and stay here. It's got food distribution. If new people come in, this is the place they go to get themselves settled and sorted out, and then they can go out into the community and build, get themselves established, whatever. So I think that's okay as a start. So what I need to do next is whip out the floors down here and start putting the roof on up there. And there's the house, more or less finished. Not sure I like this window. I'm thinking about it. So we'll go have a look. This is sort of a little gated veranda. Yeah, like some people have a little grill or something. And then we come into the house proper and we need more light. So this is going to be our main reception room. Back here are storerooms. So I'm going to leave those as stone, but, oh, I'm not going to finish this now, but that's what I'm going to have to do in here. So those will have an oak ceiling. All right, so they're storerooms. And then we've got like a little office in here. And then if you come up here, this is where we'll have, oh, we need a door. This is where we'll have some beds and a little sitting room. Do I have a door on me? Yes, I do. One door. Yeah, internal doors are birch. External doors are oak. Grill doors are acacia. So come up from there, and this is another way in. And then up here we have a little caretaker's house. So just one little room. Or I might turn it into a sort of, I don't know, kitchen dining room type thing. I don't know. I'll think about it. Community cafe, who knows? Anyway, that's house number 1. And that's style number 1. So a little bit on the posh side without being expensive. It's the style they put more effort into. I'm going to devise a style for smaller houses, but this has taken so long. So I'm going to get a bit of a push on with some of the others. I'll see you shortly. Well, I got a bit of a push on and I was going to keep going. And then I remembered I'd changed my schedule and this has to be out in the morning. I thought I had another day up my sleeve. I'll get used to it eventually. Anyway, here's another little house that I did. We'll come back. Here is probably a better place to look at it. Ignore the villagers. So you've got a little 2-story house here, and then this is going to be, I don't know, a store or a depot or something. I'm not sure. The dock office, possibly. It's very little. It's only good for one function, really. Oh, and I've got to line the ceiling. Okay. But if we come in here, so this is... Okay. Not sure what that noise was. This is a house that's a little down at heel. We've got a couple of rooms, and then we come up by a ladder, and we've got another one, and a little balcony, so it's not too bad. And then we'll run up this way. Over here, I got started on the largest house, which is this one. It's going to go up to a 3rd level up there, and the one that was going to be here is now part of this. There will be a structure here, but if you come through here, when I knocked out the cave at the back, I knocked through to here. And I also had a creeper drop on my head from somewhere up there. Oh, possibly there, actually. Anyway, I've got to get up there and work out what went on. May even have been there. I don't know. Anyway, it didn't kill me. It did hurt. Took out the floor I was excavating, so that was handy. So we've got stairs up here. And then we'll have... Oh, I've got to have stairs going up there, don't I? I might change those. Yeah, I'll work it out. Anyway, I'll sort out the puzzle of the stairs. And I will crack on with a few more houses for next time. But I am calling it there for today, so I can get this out and we can stay on track. And you can see that one taking shape there. Or it could have dropped down from there. Anyway, I'll work it out. So there we have it. A bit of progress, not as much as I wanted, but better than nothing. And on that note, I'll call it a day. So you know the drill. If you've liked this, whack the like button, subscribe if you haven't, hit the notification bell. And I'll see you back here next time.